Hey guys, Mike at Connecticut Auto Lock. I'm inside a 2017 Subaru Impreza. This car is on the H key system. We're going to be adding a second key with remote today. A few things that make this car a little bit different. You'll notice I have my my filters on and selected only USA because this is different. So if you have USA Canada selected, this car will not show up because it is different in the States. So be sure to click on your filter and check off USA. Second point of interest, we know this is an H key, as noted by the H on the key, but the remote pod inside has to match colors. So this is a black pod. In 2019, they started switching, and a lot of the cars had a gray pod inside. And although the FCC numbers on the back and every number on this key itself will match up, the gray pod and the black pod are not interchangeable. You will need the correct color. So 17 is black pod, so we have a black pod and a recycled H chip that I put into a new shell and cut it to match this car. And we will now program everything. So we go 17 to 19 blade, connect. It's going to ask you to switch the ignition on, which we will do with our existing key. Oh, it says switch off. Switch hazards on. We are going to check our keys program. These cars do come with 3. Switch on. So there, we do have 3. It'll hold a maximum of 4, so I'm going to leave those alone. I'll leave them in there. Just add 1. So we will program keys. Switch ignition on with registered key. There it is. Keys program 3. Switch ignition off and remove. Switch ignition on with the new key to be registered. And you will now see we have 4 keys programmed. You can take this one out of the switch, press OK. Do you have to program any more? No. And we have procedure complete. Sorry, I'm just putting the back on this so it doesn't fall apart. Okay, so procedure complete. Now we are going to program our remotes. It's going to ask you to switch ignition on. We can switch ignition off and remove the key. Press lock, then unlock on the new remote. You heard the chime. We now have 3 remotes programmed. Keep in mind, these cars start with 2 remote keys and 1 valet key. So you'll have 2 remotes and 3 keys stored in this car from the factory. So we'll test our new remote. It does work. Step on the clutch. And there it is, 2017 Impreza on the H key system.